Okay. What's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Friday edition of Morning Scone presented by Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, Parish Construction and Roofing. If you need an orthopedist, go to Brock. If you need a roof, call Parish. Unique Physique, uniquephysique.com. Restored Motions, restoredmotions.com. On Fire Athletes, the platform powered by GameCoin, onfireathletes.com. Okay, y'all. How about it? Opening day at the box. A magical day when optimism abounds and everyone's undefeated and people are super psyched and we get to watch a little baseball at the box. The disappointment for yours truly is first pitch is at 2 o'clock, so I'll be on air 2 to 6 today. Hunt will be live out at the box from noon to 2. So Jimmy and Charles will go 10 until noon, Hunt noon to 2, and then AFR 2 to 6 here today for opening day out at the box. Let me know what you're looking forward to. Let me know who you're excited to see, what you're hoping to see, et cetera, et cetera. I am obviously excited to see Kate Anderson get out there. But I'll tell you, man, I think the people I think beyond the pitching, I'm probably more excited to see guys like Derek Curiel, right? I mean, you tell me this is a guy that was, is the highest rated player ever to show up on LSU's campus. Okay, I'm interested. He's locked down a starting job in left field before opening day. And you've got guys like Jake Brown and Ashton Larson and Josh Pearson and Ethan Fry, veterans of the program who, like, they're fighting for a spot, and this kid has one locked down already. I'm excited about it. I'm interested. Daniel Dickinson. Danny Dickinson is one who's going to lock down second base. He'll be fine at second base. For him, it's the bat. Terrio says it all the time. Second base is the easiest position in baseball to play. Just like knock the ball down with anything and make the shortest throw in the infield. So I'm not worried at all about Dickinson at second base. He's got to hit. Like, he is here to hit. He is here to hit and provide protection for Bear Jones and be a run producer. So, like, I want to see how that looks. Catcher, what do you do? Kate Arambeedi is the high upside freshman who many thought was going to sign straight out of high school. Is he ready? Blaze Priester, who is here, left, went to JUCO. Now he's back. Probably not, reportedly not as good with glove. But great, but good at great arm and can mash. Luis Hernandez transferring in, a guy who didn't play a lot of catcher last year, really DH'd at Indiana State. He comes in. Is he going to catch for you? Where does he hit in the lineup? Who DHs? I mean, there's just that's what I love about baseball season. It's like all of those answers, like, every team has questions going into the season, and the whole season is an evolution. It's just an evolution of figuring out the answers to those questions. And then it's who has all the answers by the time you get to May. And then you play through, May and then obviously into June. And so I'm excited for it, man. I think the pitching is going to work itself out. I don't mean to say it that way to just be dismissive, but you've got tons of arms, and it's just going to be a matter of getting these guys innings and to see who's going to fit where. But, Hunt wrote a really good piece yesterday, if you didn't see it, at louisianasports.net. And it was basically the gist of it was it never finishes how it starts. Like, do y'all know, like, last year, I think it might have been opening day last year. Brady Neal, the catcher, was starting in right field. It might have been opening day, but it was early in the season, right? Like he puts in. I just shared Hunt's thing. Like, I love this one. Who was the designated hitter in the opener for the 2009 national champs? It was Chad Jones. 2 years later, Ben Alsop was the opening night starter. Blake Money was the opening night starter 3 seasons ago. Jay's first game as LSU's coach, Blake Money was a starter. Bryce Adams. In 2017, Bryce Adams was the opening night DH. He finished the season with 5 hits. That's funny. Anyway, point is, however it starts today, it never finishes like this. So it's just a jumping off point, and, let's see how it goes. Okay. Please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, Facebook, like the page, share the post. Let's say some good mornings here. Hey, Kelly Gross, good morning. Thomas, good morning. Hey, Abner Neal. Blah, 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 blah. I'll get the chompers working here. Hey, Leon, cold day for baseball. Wouldn't we expect anything less? The return of the icebox, man. Straw. So you got Kim in for a Paris commercial. Yeah, man. She's been Kim Mulkey. We've done plenty of work for Kim Mulkey and for her family. So she's on the homepage of our website. We've been running that ad for a good while now with her, but yeah, we certainly appreciate her partnership. But yeah, if Kim Mulkey called Paris Construction and Roofing, shouldn't you? Oh, by the way, let me check to see if this is up. I will break a little news here for y'all. It is. Okay. So, okay, it's up on the website. So, we are starting a contest today. Not a contest, just a giveaway at Paris Construction and Roofing, where we are giving away $5,000 cash. We are going to run it as a drawing for anyone who over the next 7 days. It's 1 week. For the next 7 days, anyone who gets a free roof inspection is automatically entered to win. And in 1 week, next Friday, we will draw for $5,000 cash. Someone is going to win $5,000 cash. So if you want to enter, easy. I just posted the link. You'll see it pop up right on the homepage at parishbuilt.com. I mean, it's simple. Like the thing I tell you to do all the time, just fill out the inspection form. You got to be a homeowner. You have to live in our area, our service area. Anyway, all the rules and details and everything are on the website, but there's no purchase necessary, anything like that. It's literally just you own a home, let us come do a roof inspection. That's it. And then your name goes into the hopper, and we'll draw it next Friday. And the name we draw went $5,000 cash. We'll even deliver it in a bag, $5,000 in ones if you want it. We'll make it rain at your house, whatever you want. Terrio and I will come bring it to you. Thomas, 39, Jingle Gate, let's go. Christian, good morning. Jason H., good morning. Wacky Chris, good morning. 'Tis the season, baseball season. Let's get back to Alex Box North. I am ready, man. Billy Weeks, good morning. Chance, and also y'all let me know, Chance, how did Louisiana become a state producing offensive lineman, not defensive lineman? So it's really never been that way, Chance. It's been the other way. The Louisiana's produced far more defensive linemen than offensive linemen. I think we've just had a little run here where you had Campbell and Emory Jones 3 years ago, and now you've got Lamar Brown, Bryson Martinez. It still doesn't mean that that's plentiful. You've had some high-profile guys. It's just not like plentiful. I mean, remember, Richard Anderson is the number 2 defensive tackle in the country for the class of 2026. He's from Edna Carr in New Orleans. I mean, Jakeem Stewart, also from Edna Carr in New Orleans or St. Aug, was the number one player in the country for 2026 who reclassified. But that's another defensive lineman. So it is way more Glenn Dorsey, Drake Nevis, Benny Logan, guys, like that. Kyle Williams, Chad Lavallee. It's way more defensive linemen than offensive linemen historically in our state. Hey, Brad, good morning. Strong Side, good morning. Brant, good morning. Just had muffins in the morning at my daughter's elementary school. Oh, that's awesome. Very cool, man. That stuff's fun, man. Little daddy-daughter morning. Love it, man. Hope y'all had a great time. Hey, Jeff, good morning. Booking flights to Omaha today. We've already got Hunt's flight booked. So Hunt will be, if LSU makes it, Hunt will be up there covering College World Series for LouisianaSports.net. So we already booked it. I mean, it gets really expensive, so you got to do that stuff early. Cody, good morning. Is the decision to move the game to 2 p.m. a Jay decision? Yes, Jay. And by the way, he's been doing that the past couple of years now, Cody, where early, and he's explained it, early in the season during the cold games, he'd rather not play cold games at night. Number one, for player health and safety. So they're not playing in cold weather. Number two, fans, right? So like if fans don't want to come sit in cold weather, the problem you have though is you play 2:00 in the afternoon, you're not going to get a great draw. So that stinks. I mean, you are in a way you're kind of hosing the fans. I mean, you are like you buy season. Look at Muse is a great example. Muse is a diehard LSU baseball fan, and he can't go to opening day because we got to do the show. So, anyway, so I mean, it does kind of hose the fans a little bit, doing this 2:00 thing, but it is 100% a Jay Johnson decision. Okay, let me go stop Drew Sound Machine and stuff. I'll be right back. Thomas?
Parrish Construction and Roofing. At Parrish, we've got you covered. From the top of your roof, all the way down. Parrish Construction and Roofing. Parrish built. Parrish built. Parrish built. From your hometown. ParrishBuilt.com.
All right. Parrish Construction and Roofing, where remember, 1 week from today, we are giving away $5,000 cash. All you got to do is sign up for a free, no obligation roofing inspection at the website. No purchase necessary. Just have to sign up for a free inspection. That's it. ParrishBuilt.com, 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 ParrishBuilt.com. Brant, wouldn't you think this year's team would gel quicker? I don't know why you would think that, Brant. I mean, you got a whole lot of new. I mean, the only thing that I'm pretty confident from game 1 to game 56 that you're going to write in the lineup every day is Bear Jones at first or DH, and then the left side of your infield. Milan's going to play short. Braswell's going to play third. I mean, I think that's every day. And I'm going to go and assume Dickinson plays second and bats, right in the heart of your lineup every day. He's a big time addition and you need him to be that. So we'll see, but I don't know that Curiel's going to win a spot every day. I don't know that Stanfield's going to lock down a spot. I don't know what's going to happen in right field. I don't know what's going to happen at catcher. I mean, and eventually sometimes what happens is you get to a point where guys have earned ABs and you can't justify taking them out of the lineup. So you have to find a spot that was like Cade Beloso. And there were times where, Beloso would play first back in 23. I know Trey Morgan was over there, but it's like if you had to move Morgan, like move him around or whatever, point being, sometimes you have to find a way to get a guy in the lineup. And so you get creative with the way to do it. Like I could see a situation with like Luis Hernandez, for example. Does he end up catching because you got to get him in the lineup? And someone else has emerged as a DH that's sort of positionless or plays a position where you already got another lockdown starter. You know what I mean? There's always those types of things. Michael Cook, Robbie, thoughts on the 2025 inductees to the Hall of Fame? Eli, yeah, I think Eli is a Hall of Famer. I understand the argument against, but my contention is with the Pro Football Hall of Fame is that football, unlike baseball, is a sport that centers around moments, not numbers. For example, in baseball, 3,000 hits, 500 home runs, 300 wins as a pitcher. Like those were like just automatic benchmarks. You hit those, you're in the Hall of Fame. No questions asked. Football doesn't have that. Like we all know, Babe Ruth had 714 homers. Hank Aaron broke that record, landed at 755. Like numbers in baseball, we know and remember. Like, does anybody know the passing yardage record? I mean, I know Tom Brady broke Drew Brees' record, but I have no idea what the number is. So it's more how many Super Bowls did you win? Playoff appearances, MVP. Like it's moments like that. Unless it's moments like that, unless just number aggregation. For example, look at Frank Gore. Like, if you look up NFL's all-time rushing leaders, Frank Gore is third in NFL history. It's Emmitt Smith, Walter Payton, Frank Gore. Then Barry Sanders, Adrian Peterson, Curtis Martin, LaDainian Tomlinson. Anyway, Frank Gore played for 5 teams. He just played for 15 years, man. Like, he had an incredible run of longevity. And so he's the third leading rusher in NFL history. But, like, does anybody think Frank Gore is one of the best running backs you've ever seen? No, he just was a numbers aggregator. He was a good player, but he was a numbers aggregator because he stayed healthy and played for a long time, which is amazing. But, like in baseball, that would be an automatic, no doubt you're in the Hall of Fame, right? In football, I got to know that it is. So I look at the flip side as well, and I go, yeah, like I think Eli should be in. I mean, 2 incredible Super Bowl wins. Yes. The list of quarterbacks that led their teams to multiple Super Bowls is really short. He's on it, and he should be in the Hall of Fame. Morning, Matt. Hope you're having a blessed morning, blessed day. Thoughts on Juwan Johnson being registered as a quarterback? Yeah, so let me see if we got that up on YouTube. Yet, or if it's going up today. So I talked about it yesterday at length on oh, good. I do have it. Hang on. I talked about it at length yesterday on AFR. Here you go. I'm going to post this link here in the chat. So if you want to watch it, you can afterwards. I think it's very selfless of Juwan Johnson, who's a great high school athlete, recruited as a cornerback. Last year in fall camp, played star. Then they moved him to running back. Now they're moving him to quarterback. He was going to play all the special teams last year. I think it's very selfless of him in a me era to say, Coach, what do you need me to do? I'll do anything. I love that. You only have 2 quarterbacks. So you have to have another camp arm for spring. Like there's got to be someone else who can play quarterback for you in the spring. I'll be really interested if he sticks at quarterback after spring, or if this is just they're doing this in spring because they need somebody else who can go throw passes and run and play the position. Like you can't have Nussmeier and Van Buren throw every single pass of the entire spring. Like who's going to go run scout team? Who's going to throw passes to the receivers? Who's going to go run drills with the defensive backs? Like who's going to run scout team? Like you got to have somebody else, and you only got 2, so you had to get somebody else. Austin, good morning. One last time from Ireland. Okay, they eat so much better than we do here. Hardly anyone's overweight. Americans don't realize how much we poison ourselves with food. That is so true. Processed food is an epidemic in our country, and we just don't realize it. You're very, very, very right. And so, it's why we're one of the most obese countries in the world. Brent, good morning. If the Saints decide to move on from Carr, should they bring in Jameis as a bridge quarterback? Yeah. I think it's got to be somebody who is a veteran 1-year deal. I've said guys like Jacoby Brissett or Gosh, I looked at the list now. Jimmy G is a free agent. I mean, someone like that. Just have a veteran to complement Rattler, Hayner. But Jameis, sure. I don't think they will, but they could. Trivia. I'm late. Was watching Locked On. All right, man. Thank you for watching. Appreciate that. Locked On LSU is live. Jordan, Valentine's Day triple header with my wife today. Opening day, softball at 4, gymnastics today. Wow, y'all got a day, huh? I am very excited about gymnastics tonight. It's late, but LSU against Oklahoma, number 1 versus number 2. Excited to see that go down tonight. So baseball at 2, softball at 4, gymnastics at 8. Robbie, Matt, do you think Kellen Moore will get the Saints into the playoffs in his 3rd season? Man, I hope so. It's just an impossible question to answer because it's not like in college football where you come in and you can recruit and build your roster. Like, you have to draft well. You have to get the cap in order so you could make it work in free agency. What are you going to do at quarterback? There's just so many unknowns. It's an impossible thing to say, like, year 3, you should be. I mean, in theory, I would love to see that, but I think it's also impossible to predict. Hey, Lowell, good morning. Brad, do you prefer doing your show on site or in the studio? Studio. Jordan, morning, Matt. I don't catch the live show too often because I'm in Vegas. Want to tell you, I just hit 1 month of cold showers every morning. It's been a great change in my life. Appreciate you. Love that, man. It's congrats, Jordan. It's a thing where, man, getting mentally over the hump and doing it is a big hurdle. But once you get into the routine of it, it's addicting. Like, you can't stop. It's just an amazing way to start the day. Tiger Diver, good morning, Scone. Happy opening day. What do you think is the floor for the baseball team? Floor? I mean, floor is missing postseason. Last year they were 13-17 and needed a sweep at the end of the regular season and at least one win in the SEC tournament. They made it all the way to the SEC tournament final, but like, you forget they were teetering last year. Like, they needed the sweep in the final weekend to put themselves in position to feel good about getting in. So yeah, they could miss the postseason. it's baseball. Tim Gotro, good morning. Brian Penn, good morning, Matt. From LeCompte, okay. Isn't LeCompte where they got Lee's or Leah's, the pie place? Heading home. Jim has a son going to be tight ends coach. Looks just like his daddy. Jim has his son going to be tight ends coach. Looks just like his daddy. Jim. I don't know who you're talking about, Brian. Sorry, man. Mr. Wallace, good morning. GameCube Gamer, morning, Matt. Excited. Opening day. What player has the... Ooh, okay. Got it. What player that's new are you excited to see? Guys, please help me with some punctuation. New player excited. Let's go with Curiel. Curiel and left. Highest rated player ever to show up on campus, more highly rated than Cruz was, and is already locked down an opening day starting position. Want to see him. Bubba, good morning. Mojo, what do you think of Juwan Johnson? Okay, did that. Say it's not thinking about Aaron Rodgers, right? Probably not, but I wouldn't hate it. Said that, like, if you want to get Aaron Rodgers a 1-year deal, he's a better player, I believe, today than Derek Carr. I know the NFL thinks he's cooked. They said the same thing about Brett Favre after his year with the Jets. Went to the Vikings, and they went 12-4. He threw 33 touchdowns and 7 picks. Sometimes the circumstance matters. I don't know if the circumstance in New Orleans is any good, so I don't know that it would actually matter or be good. But Robert, morning, Matt. 5K in cash. Come inspect in Atlanta, please. Go Tigers. Yeah, man. $5,000 cash giveaway. Parish Construction and Roofing 1 week from today. We're running it for 7 days. That's it. Whoever gets a free no obligation inspection within the next 7 days is entered. Or next Friday, we'll draw. Winner gets $5K cash. Parishbuilt.com. Just fill out the form on the homepage. You'll see it. Go to the homepage. You'll see the little screen pop up. So check to make sure it was there. Spread the word. Chad, let's see. Saw the starting rotation for the weekend. Do you think it looks any different in SEC play? Maybe. I mean, I'll remind you, last year, Thatcher Hurd was your opening day starter. It rarely ever finishes the way it starts. So, Anderson, Anson, Shores, if it finishes that way, awesome. I just don't know that I believe that that's going to happen because it never does. Stephen Miller, good morning. Happy freaking game day. Little feather in your cap. Catholic High beats West Monroe. I saw that 15-1. Dude, like that Catholic High baseball program is just something with which I am not familiar. I mean, they were good when I was there, and the program's always had good players, but it's just like national elite good now. I mean, it's like they literally won the national championship last year. They're incredible, man. Oh, 7:45. Mac, morning Scone. Wanted to wish my son good luck at LHSAA State Wrestling. Okay. Senior last. Well, say his name, man. Shout him out. Go Mac's son, man. Good luck today at the state tournament. Hope it's awesome, man. Good luck to you. Go win state, especially if you wrestle for Catholic High. Unless if you wrestle someone from Catholic High. All right, one more. Steven, Jay's number one concern. He's made it adamant that it's his team alone. We get the short end of the stick. That's true. He's talking about the 2:00 first pitch. I mean, there's no doubt that it stinks for the fans, but Jay's going to do what he thinks is best to try to win and what's best for his team. So 7:45. I got to go. All right. Y'all have an awesome day. Thanks so much. Please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, Facebook, like the page, share the post. All of our sponsors linked in the description on YouTube, tagged on Facebook. Locked on LSU is live. I did run through the Purdue-Fort Wayne series preview and gave you my final SEC record prediction for LSU. That's in today's Locked on LSU if you want to check it out. And AFR 3. Okay, happy Valentine's Day, y'all. Have an awesome day.